What's good, Jazz? Your girl Dosey. You know I'm back with another video. If y'all want to get hot, come roll with me, man. Oh my God, it got real crazy this morning, man. Listen, Bonnie Godiva, she spilled some stuff, man. She kind of came out and told a bunch of things that we did not ask her to tell. We did not ask her to empty her dirty laundry on us like this, but she did. You know what I'm saying? Spoke about the ghostwriting allegations. Listen, a lot of Mount Rushmore talk has gotten a lot of these girls to come out and kind of fight for their spots. Like, let's go, man. Like, it's been too quiet around this bitch. Like, yo, the space has been keeping the light on around here. Like, what's going on, man? You got a bunch of these bloggers, they going to the hip-hop side. They not even trying. Because, yo, battle rap, turn the lights on in this motherfucker. Who's paying the bills? Man, it's too quiet around this into the spaces. And yo, stay tuned for the end of the video because I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel about what she said.
All right, but let me start off by saying I do not hold anybody for their opinions, whatever your opinion is in battle rap. I've been here 11 years now. I don't hold people to their opinions where I don't like you for an opinion. I'm actually probably one of the most debating people in the culture. Like, even if you feel like it's a topic I'll be upset about, I'll still debate. I'm a debating motherfucker. I'll type paragraphs. I'll be here talking. I always have my points, and I'm able to speak intellectually and all that. So it's not a problem. Even if anybody feels like I'm trash, or you feel like I have writers, or you feel like I don't really care about that, that means absolutely nothing to me. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, right? So let's start there. I think my problem is I always try to put some morality in battle rap, and that's where I be fucking up, and then I be crashing out because people don't have morality. So the morality that I'm talking about is, mind you, never had any type of issues with the board. I don't really have any issues with people, period. But unless they battlers and this other shit happening. But I've heard a bunch of people say, yo, she's doing this, she's doing that, crashing out on her. I've seen it plenty of times on my timeline. I don't join anything on it because that's their business type shit. Cola, mute your mic. It's like you cooking work over there. That's their business, right? So I didn't get into it with anybody else that she's ever got into it with. I'm not here to say, oh, she's problematic. I really don't know. I do know that a bunch of people have problems with her. I don't know what their problems are, and it was not my business. As far as me, I'm only speaking on me. The problem I had, and I'll have with anyone that is heavily a part of this culture, there's a difference from a fan and a person who gets paid to be here, who's hosting things, there's a complete difference from those two things. So once you get a paycheck, I look at you as a peer in battle rap. I no longer look at you as a fan. So I don't be wanting to hear, oh, I'm just a fan. No, you're not. Once you get money from the culture, you are a co-worker. I need people to understand that too, just you understand where I'm coming from. Now, here's what I'm going to say. I had a conversation. I was part of a huge conversation. It wasn't about Mount Rushmore. It wasn't about top 4. It wasn't about top 10. We literally were all talking. This is the last time they made a list, matter of fact. And they started a controversy. I was in the room. We had a whole talk about ghostwriting. The boss was part of the conversation. I was part of the conversation. At no point in time in this conversation did she say, yo, Bonnie, well, how do you feel about your situation? What happened with you? Do you feel like that messed up your legacy? You could say all that to me. Maybe she felt like I'd blow up on her. I don't know why she didn't just say it while we were having the talk. But on my end, if I know I had a talk, I was part of a talk and somebody was part of it, and then later on they're saying, oh, well, then this happened with Bonnie, and Bonnie said, here's where y'all lose me. Here's where I'm going to crash out every time. I don't never need nobody to tell what I said because y'all never say it right. Never. Nobody has ever said what I actually said in a post. And this is why nobody talks when they get into those situations. Because when we talk, even though I took accountability and told exactly what I did, everybody heard something else. That's why people don't talk. So y'all see what I'm saying? I try to put morality in a situation, and there's no morality in this culture. Y'all wanted people to be accountable. When people be accountable, y'all twist the words. That's why people don't be accountable. They just don't say nothing, which is also not, I don't think that's beneficial. A lot of people tell me, yo, you shouldn't have said shit. You should have said nothing. How is me telling the truth worse? That's crazy. It's worse because there's no morality in this culture. So no, if anybody that I know gets paid, or is a coworker saying, well, Bonnie says she had a ghostwriter, I'm liable to punch you in your fucking mouth. Because you know why? You can ask me, and I could always say what I said, and that's not what the fuck I said.
So, Bonnie,
That's different from a fan saying it. Cool, whatever. A person that is part of this culture getting paid, invite me to don't go around telling people I said something or no. We had this conversation. You could have asked me directly, and we could have had a whole debate, just like you did with Yoshi. You dragged that up and down, and you didn't mention my name. That's my problem. I don't care about her opinion. That's neither here nor there.
So you felt like on the conversation before Mount Rushmore that y'all had when y'all was in there openly talking together about who ranks where, she could have openly asked you about the ghostwriting allegations and all that instead of waiting till this topic come up and try to highlight that the reason why you shouldn't be one of the top girls. Or
when she was going on and on about Yoshi and we were all having that conversation, she could have added me to the conversation. I was right there. You get what I'm saying? We were talking about ghostwriting in general. That's what the topic was. Ghostwriting. If you saying that Yoshi shouldn't be allowed because she got a ghostwriter and I'm sitting right there and you felt that way about me, why would you not say it? Why would you wait till I'm not in the room and be like, well, Bonnie said no? And I don't give a fuck who. Listen, nobody gonna tell me what to say to another grown ass woman. You could have asked me or invited me to the conversation. That's an and or. You could have asked and or invited me to the conversation to say what I said. Y'all, people be feeling too comfortable saying what other people said. Y'all do that shit on the internet. You would never do that shit in person. Stop doing that, because then when you see a person, it's not going to go by how the internet is. That's called... I do not hold anybody for their opinions, whatever your opinion is in battle rap. I've been here 11 years now. I don't hold people to their opinions where I don't like you for an opinion. I'm actually probably one of the most debating people in the culture. Like, even if you feel like it's a topic I'll be upset about, I'll still debate. I'm a debating motherfucker. I'll type paragraphs, I'll be talking. I always have my points, and I'm able to speak intellectually and all that. So it's not a problem. Even if anybody feels like I'm trash, or you feel like I have writers, or you feel like I don't really care about that. That means absolutely nothing to me. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, right? So let's start there. I think my problem is I always try to put some morality in battle rap, and that's where I be fucking up and I be crashing out because people don't have morality. So the morality that I'm talking about is, mind you, I never had any type of issues with divorce. I don't really have any issues with people, period. But unless they battlers and this other shit happens. But I've heard a bunch of people say, yo, she's doing this, she's doing that, crashing out on her. I've seen it plenty of times on my timeline. I don't blame anything on it because that's their business. That shit. Colin, you something? It's like you cooking work over there. That's their business, right? So I didn't get into it with anybody else that she's ever got into it with. I'm not here to say, oh, she's problematic. I really don't know. I do know that a bunch of people have problems with her. I don't know what their problems are, and it's not my business. As far as me, I'm only speaking on me. The problem I had, and I'll have with anyone that is heavily a part of this culture, there's a difference from a fan and a person who gets paid to be here, who's hosting things, there's a complete difference from those two things. So once you get a paycheck, I look at you as a peer in battle rap. I no longer look at you as a fan. So I don't be wanting to hear, oh, I'm just a fan. No, you're not. Once you get money from the culture, you are a co-worker. I need people to understand that too, just so you understand where I'm coming from. Now, here's what I'm going to say. I had a conversation. I was part of a huge conversation. It wasn't about Mount Rushmore. It wasn't about top 4. It wasn't about top 10. We literally were all talking. This is the last time they made a list, matter of fact. And it started a controversy. I was in the room. We had a whole talk about ghostwriting. The boss was part of the conversation. I was part of the conversation. At no point in time in this conversation did she say, yo, Bonnie, but how do you feel about your situation? What happened with you? Do you feel like that messed up your legacy? You could say all that to me. Maybe she felt like I'd blow up on her. I don't know why she didn't just say it while we were having the talk. But on my end, if I know I had a talk, I was part of a talk and somebody was part of it, and then later on they're saying, oh, well, then this happened with Bonnie, and Bonnie said, here's where y'all lose me. Here's where I'm going to crash out every time. I don't never need nobody to tell what I said because y'all never say it right. Never. Nobody has ever said what I actually said in a post. And this is why nobody talks when they get into those situations. Because when we talk, even though I took accountability and told exactly what I did, everybody heard something else. That's why people don't what I'm saying? I try to put morality in a situation, and there's no morality in this culture. Y'all wanted people to be accountable. When people be accountable, y'all twist the words. That's why people don't be accountable. They just don't say nothing, which is also not, I don't think that's beneficial. A lot of people tell me, yo, you shouldn't have said shit. You should have said nothing. How is me telling the truth worse? That's crazy. It's worse because there's no morality in this culture. So no, if anybody that I know or I know gets paid or is a co-worker saying, well, Bonnie said she had a ghostwriter, I'm liable to punch you in your fucking mouth. Because you know why? You can ask me and I can always say what I said, and that's not what the fuck I said.
So Bonnie,
that's different from a fan saying it. Cool, whatever. A person that is part of this culture getting paid, invite me to don't go around telling people I said something or no. We had this conversation. You could have asked me directly, and we could have had a whole debate, just like you did with Yoshi. You dragged that up and down, and you didn't mention my name. That's my problem. I don't care about her opinion. Nor there.
So you felt like on the conversation before Mount Rushmore that y'all had when y'all was in there openly talking together about who ranks where, she could have openly asked you about the ghostwriting allegations and all that instead of waiting till this topic come up and try to highlight that the reason why you shouldn't be one of the top girls or.
When she was going on and on about Yoshi and we were all having that conversation, she could have added me to the conversation. I was right there. You get what I'm saying? We were talking about ghostwriting in general. That's what the topic was. Ghostwriting. If you saying that Yoshi shouldn't be allowed because she got a ghostwriter and I'm sitting right there and you felt that way about me, why would you not say it? Why would you wait till I'm not in the room and be like, well, Bonnie said, no. Oh, listen, whatever you do, as long as you can stand on it, do it. That's the bottom line. She don't owe me nothing. Whatever you're doing, as long as you stand on it, do that, motherfucker. You don't gotta be nice or mean to me. Whatever you feel like doing, as long as you stand on it, when it's in person, do what you feel like doing. So you don't owe me nothing. What I'm saying is, don't leave a conversation about ghostwriting. Don't ask me shit, and then wait till later to be like, oh well, Bonnie. And we had a whole conversation. I was right there. Was you intimidated? Was you nervous? If you was, you should have kept that energy and stayed intimidated and nervous. Because it looks like you waited till I'm not a part of the conversation to talk about me and what I said and what I did. I don't know if that's hard to understand. Y'all can tell me if I'm tripping. But it's not about opinions. Niggas say shit all day. There's people that think I'm top 1. There's people that think I'm top 20. There's people that think I'm 0. I don't give a fuck. I still get booked. I'm always outside because I am who I am. I put in the workout. I'm always outside. I'm always competitive. We don't got to talk about shit. Let's go better right now. Let's see who write what. I don't care about none of that. I'm me and I move how I move because I am who I am. I don't care about opinions. But the way people move in this culture, I'm not letting people move too funny with me. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Niggas is super grown now. We over 30. Niggas is not moving funny with me. Just talk to me. What's up? Bring Bonnie in so she can talk about what she said. I'll tell you what the fuck I said, because y'all never get it the fuck right.
Hey Bonnie, do you feel like on the topic of ghostwriting, do you feel like that kind of affected your career from the standpoint of the allegations of ghostwriting?
Yes and no. I feel like it was exaggerated because I'm a female, number one. That's one of the biggest things I feel like. I feel like it's exaggerated because I'm a female. And I'll say that to the extent to say, people seem to know or understand the difference between getting help and ghostwriting when it comes to men than they do to women. Like if a woman gets in that situation, they assume that everything she ever wrote was written by a man. And a man specifically, they don't even know if it's a man or woman. They just assume, oh yeah, some nigga writing for her. But if a man get in that situation, it's handled completely 1,000% different. 1,000%. So I think it's a lot of things. It's a little bit of sexism. It's the culture of hip hop where people just automatically latch on. Like I said, I took accountability. Yo, I've been helping people hard. I even showed evidence that I wrote for people. That the person that I showed I wrote for, and I'm not going to hide it because I don't give a fuck. Math went on Queen's Flip, a little show, and said he wrote for me. Should have never did that. I kept everything I ever wrote for this nigga. I posted it all. I don't see nobody going up and telling him his legacy is destroyed. And I wrote that shit. I battled past that. Swear to God.
Damn.
Only one I didn't write while we was together is John John. Cause he hated that. He was mad at me about that because I wouldn't write against a person that I fuck with.
So what? So hold on.
Let me be clear. Hold on. Let me be clear though. The only reason I ever even exposed Math is because he tried that shit with me. Maybe he thought because I bring it out in a battle, whatever. But I'm never. There's other people I wrote for. I'll never say their names, especially the people that paid me. So this is the conversation where it starts to get uncomfortable. I understand people don't like ghostwriting. I 1,000% understand it. But it's something that is a actual kind of profession. Like, and I'm gonna be real. If it's you know what? Let's slow down because we don't get into a different topic. Let me slow down, Cola. What you was about to say?
Yeah, because I was gonna ask you. So I mean, what other battles since we hear that you had parts in with Math Alpha?
Pat Stay, Disaster was the last one. I could only remember a few monumental ones because remember I was battling all the time. This nigga had me like how Wayne had Drake writing both of their shit. That's how I was writing my shit, and I was also helping him write his shit. To me, I'm thinking, okay, cool. This is how it's supposed to go. Kind of, this is how the shit goes. I'm looking at vets, and I'm brand new in this shit. I'm like, okay, that's cool. This is how it goes. I'm not thinking, oh, this nigga might be fucking with me for some bars. I'm just thinking, that's how this shit goes. Like, all right, cool. I'll put in some work. Niggas get me on the stage or do a little here, there. That's how it works. I'll put in some work, and I'll get looked out on the back end. So I was writing. I know I wrote for Disaster. I know I wrote for Pat Stay. I'm trying to think who else. There was a couple of them though, and I don't mean I wrote the whole entire thing. No, I did not. But large chunks. That nigga was barring for the first time in his life, and nobody even cared. Nobody even saw it that I was standing right there, like whatever. I'm gonna say those two is the ones I wrote like pretty much damn near a lot of the battles.
Damn.
A lot of that Pat Stay and a bunch of the Disaster stuff came from me. And Disaster was the last one I wrote because that's when we stopped talking. And then I put that I'm single the night he got punched. We was already on the way out, so it was kind of easy for me to just distance myself from the situation.
Damn.
But yeah, that's the only reason I ended up telling and exposing that. That's why I don't have my Bonnie Godiva Twitter no more. He got that banned. As soon as I put up the screenshot with his number and everything, I was crashing. I didn't give a fuck, because why would you dare go on there and say you wrote for me, knowing that I put in all that work for you?
Do you feel like the other allegations of the other women have been overlooked? Because you ain't the only one that someone have said in this culture, and I at least 90% someone have said or someone have attacked someone to doing something for a lot of these women. Do you feel like that don't get highlighted enough in the? Not saying it should be, but when people try to bring up the ghostwriting, they may say Yoshi or your name or shit like that. Do you feel like it's other people that names they can say because other people have been in the light, even from the same person they accused of writing for you for the same thing? Do you think that's not highlighted enough, or people pick and choose, like to the point you're saying?
People always gonna pick and choose by popularity, and there's no morality. Like I said, we need to keep coming back to the fact that we're trying to find morality in an unmoral culture. I feel like this is one of my biggest mistakes in battle rap, was trying to find morality where we can't even kick out simple predators and shit. Like, what am I looking for morality in this culture for? Why am I trying to be adult and accountable? And you know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't feel like what's better is the negative story. Bonnie got a ghostwriter, and that's gonna get used. So let's just run with that. That's part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? So it's the gender thing. It's a lot of things. I'm okay with being a martyr. I was the martyr for ghostwriting, quote unquote, even though that's not me. I was the martyr for OnlyFans. They was dragging me up and down for having it. Now everybody got it comfortably. It's cool. I'm used to that because I'm a trailblazer. I always start to do things first. So sometimes it's hated, sometimes it's love. It's cool. It is what it is. But I've got a lot of backlash for things that mad other people actually do. And it's cool. I think that's the part for me that I'll be looking at it like it comes with greatness. Niggas know that I'm great, so that's why they be looking at me more. That's how I take it.
Do you feel like in the overall battle rap culture of women, you are top 10? And what do you, if you do consider yourself, because I consider you top 10, what do you place yourself on that list? Do you feel like you're higher than people say? Do you feel like you've done more than a lot of these women have done? Or how you feel about the overall just top 10 period of women's battle rap?
I hate rating myself.
Okay.
usually don't put myself in it when I do it. But I would say that I know for sure I'm top 5 most impactful. That's why I posted that after, and that's why I said a lot of these lists don't bother me, because while I was doing it, there was no list being made. There wasn't no list outside when I was doing it heavily, and that was the center of my focus was battle rap. There was no list and no accolades and no awards for me. None. There was nothing. But there was Vlad, I was the only person being posted by Vlad and World Star, shit like that. I got my accolades in certain ways. Everybody got their own time. I'm never hating on nobody's time. That was the point of me leaving Queen of the Ring and starting a battle on every stage. I was the first girl on RBE, first girl over there at King of the Dot Canada, and on the West Coast, first girl on a lot of stages. And it was just because I wanted it to be normal. I didn't want us to be stuck in one platform. So for what I wanted to do, I made my money and I opened the field for females to be able to go everywhere and headline a card, not just Queen of the Ring. That was my purpose, and I feel like I did it. So that's why I feel like I'm top 5, because nobody was outside doing that. Nobody wanted to battle guys consistently. Nobody wanted to leave Queen of the Ring. There was real, super loyalty there. I can't blame them for that. But I'm the one that literally took it outside. Every city, every state, every country, from here to Australia, Canada, multiple times. I did that so that girls can follow me. So I feel like I accomplished what I wanted to do.
Okay, so for the Bonnie, for the people who have just got here, for the people who don't go back and watch battles, because there's a lot of those people here. That's why things get confused. A lot of people don't go actually back and watch the people they speaking on. They just go with the vague memory that they know, or certain things like you said, or just go with what they heard. If you can define, and I know it can't really be short because we can really do a movie on, what you have done. If you could just pinpoint the moments that made you Bonnie Godiva, in your opinion, to the people, like the battles, like where you started, where you came from. My first battle was here, then I went to there. Could you give people a little guideline of Bonnie Godiva?
I'll sum it up quick. I came in this battle rap scene never having watched a battle. My first battle, I'd never watched a battle before I did it. I was just a rapper in my neighborhood. I would do ciphers, and my homie Dollar at the time was like, "You ever heard of battle rap?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "I'm gonna set you up with a battle." That was my first introduction. I ain't watched shit. I ain't go on YouTube. I didn't know if there would be cameras, nothing. So when I went to my first battle versus Jada Ray, y'all can go watch it. I'm whispering. I'm nervous as a motherfucker because I didn't even know it was such a big scene. I thought I'm gonna be in a park with a couple niggas rapping. It was a crowd. It was DJ K Slay judging. Like, I was shitting my pants. So that was my first experience. I didn't know nobody. And when I walked in that door, nobody fucked with me. If y'all think I'm lying, ask Debo. Nobody. I didn't know not one person there. I didn't bring one person. It was just me. That's it. Came through with glasses and a fucking fitted and a blazer. Straight from work. Like, this is what I was doing. Hold up. My bad, I had a phone call. Long story short, with Queen of the Ring, I kept doing it. They told me to quit because I was whispering. They said you should be a poet or a librarian. It's kind of a little fucked up, but whatever.
Damn.
I ain't gonna lie. It's like, this not for you. You should do like Deaf Poetry Jam or some shit like that. K Slay told me that. Rest in peace, swear to God. And that was my dude after that. We had a very dope relationship. But yeah, I kept coming back. I'm like, fuck it. I know I could do this. I don't know the world. I don't know nobody here. I don't know what they do, but I could do this shit. I came back, did 4 or 5 sparring sessions. I'm the reason that the sparring session was really created because they were trying to build a star through the sparring session. So Queen of the Ring had something like a PGs. So they had something like a PGs, but it was called sparring session. I was the face of the sparring session because I was a new girl and I was trying to be top tier. I did 4 of those. I came in with Star Smiles. This is when I started meeting people. I didn't meet Newborn until after Star Smiles. I didn't join no groups until after Star Smiles. All that before, from the first battle to Star Smiles, was 1,000% just me outside. I didn't even bring a fucking friend with me to battles. So that's how that went. Now, and this is where I feel like a lot of girls who get in these situations end up the same way, and it's fucked up that girls get treated like that. Now I'm building my name, and people are trying to attach to my name, but I built that name. Wasn't no team. Wasn't no. I didn't even have a fucking friend. Now when I'm hot, now it's, oh, Bonnie, can you join this team? You want to join this team? You want to join that team? You want to do this? You want to do that? Which is cool. I thought that it'd be a positive thing. It wasn't always a positive thing. all these groups are not positive things. Sometimes it's just people trying to attach to your legacy or what you getting hot on. I feel like that happens a lot with females. I'd have to have some more females to go over that part of the culture, but a lot of men or groups try to attach to women because they were hot and then try to take credit for them being hot. They was hot when you found them. That's why you wanted them. Because they was hot. You can't take credit for that. So I joined the team. I got into the ring. I did like 3 more battles. I couldn't get a battle. Nobody wanted to battle me. The top tier girls at Queen of the Ring, they felt like I wasn't, important enough. So I said, fuck it, where else can I battle? I just started calling people, talking to people. ARP was one of the first people that I had talked to. That's why I ended up being the first one on his scene. It just seemed like no females were going anywhere but one stage. And I'm like, nah, I gotta, even if I battle a man, let me come do something over there. At first it was met with, resistance. They kept giving me girls and shit. Give me a guy. Like, don't, because this is what's keeping us separated. We can never elevate to the man's level or past it if y'all only keeping us in a box. So that's where I started to go heavy and hard. I was battling Ava, Sharon, Peanut, any of these men that y'all think is cool, put them against me. I don't have to always battle a girl. So that's what I did. I ran through King of the Dot. I did a bunch of those. Drake hit me up after I did King of the Dot. Cali hit me directly. And he said, yo, I want to bring you to Canada. Pick your opponent. He said, pick your opponent. I'm going to pay you XYZ. Just let me know. I picked Gaddis. I could have picked somebody I beat dog shit out of, but I'm like, listen, I want somebody I need to show them that we belong here. Like, I need somebody that's going to be dope. So I picked Gaddis, and we went out there and battled in Canada. I think that was one of my favorite battles to date, one of my most nervous battles, because it was a huge crowd, and it was a lot of pressure. But after that, it was up. I battled 40 bars right after that 2 weeks later. I definitely lost bad because I don't know what the fuck I was thinking battling Gaddis and 40 back-to-back that early in my career. And then after that, it's kind of just been push and pull. I do my own thing. I make sure I'm hustling still, so I got on Wildin' Out. I do these things. I rub shoulders. I talk to people. I get sponsors. I get vendors. Because it's not just about rapping. Like, it's not, I don't want to be a battle rapper. That was never my intention. I wanted to use it to get somewhere. So that's pretty much my story. I think so. I ran through King of the Dot. I did a lot of the new stages, and I made sure that they started putting girls consistently on the card. Even sometimes when I wasn't on the card, I hit them like, even if it's not me, please have a girl on that card. That's me. I'm that type. Because I know that in order for me to win, we all have to win. I can't win and they don't. We all have to fucking be able to get up to where the men are. So that's how I approached it.
So that's for the people that, ain't been tapped in, just come around. There's a lot of you new people around here acting like y'all been here, but y'all ain't been here. We was here early, 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, when some of y'all still was in 6th grade. Let's be clear. Watching these people put on classics and do they want to. Bonnie just ran through, her outlook on her career, and that's for you to go do everything else, what you need to do to follow up on that. Now, I say this, Bonnie, because a lot of people don't really know what made these people that you was attached to come out and even say that they was even writing for you. What occurred? Like, you stopped fucking with them? Y'all wasn't cool no more, or is it too personal to speak to the people?
Nah, I'll talk about any and everything. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Ask me what y'all want to ask me, because I'm not gonna get in no fucking fit of rage and start yelling. Like, just ask me. I'm gonna tell you. I swear to God, I'll tell you. All right, so the math situation is pretty simple. We was in a relationship, we got out of the relationship. I think he thought that I was gonna expose him, so he tried to do it first type shit. I think that's what it was. When I thought about it, that's all I could think about, because why would you say that knowing that it's actually the opposite? He didn't know I had evidence. That's where he fucked up. But I think that was it. He was just trying to do it before I said it, in that case. As far as QP, he's went on and admitted he lied and I'm his favorite and all that other stupid shit. But we were leaving the group. That's when Innuendo became YTG. We split up because Newborn and QP got into drama and they didn't want to be in the group no more. So Born started his own group. Now, mind y'all, I told y'all, after Star Smiles, that's when I met Newborn and he really wanted me to be down with the team. So I've always been closest to Newborn. That's who recruited me to the team. That's who I've always been. I go to his battles, he go to mine. We recruited other members together, all that other shit. Like, that's the bro. That's my brother. So when they split, it was an easy decision for me. I'm going with the bro, and he felt the way. Mind you, I was the hottest thing, Cola. They was calling it Bonnie's group. I was the only one getting booked in the group like that, getting high paid, top tier in that group at the time. So that's why he's like, I need you to stay. Like, you're the push of the group. And he felt like he was the reason that Drake found me because he set up that battle for me. So for him, it was like, yo, you owe me more than you owe him. No, I don't. That's my family. You're just a friend that I've never even met. You're just a group mate. Like, to be real with you, it's my family. So he felt the way, and that's why he was like, if you leave, I'm gonna try to he didn't say try to. He said, if you leave, I'm gonna expose you and I'm gonna destroy your career. That's the words he told me. I said, nigga, do what the fuck you wanna do, in all caps. So next thing I know, but this is the thing. This is where I say it sticks on me more because I'm a female and I was hot. He said it about the whole crew. He said, I wrote for Born, I wrote for 100 Bullets, I wrote for Bonnie, I write for the whole group, and nobody did anything with any other storyline but mine, because I'm the female. It's like they believe that women can't be skilled writers. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, that is a big thing in battle rap. I mean, like I say, it's been a lot of allegations or assumptions or whatever you want to say about a lot of females don't pen their own shit. Like, this is a big thing in battle rap, and it's just not with one person. It's with a multitude of women over there that a lot of men that either got away with saying it and not proving no evidence or spew these things with, like you say, it's easier to say, oh yeah, she getting roped for if she over fire or she, because even let's be clear, they even did it with Jazz for a little spurt. Like, nah, niggas is they do it with everybody.
Let's keep it on me though. Let's keep it on me though, Cola, because
no, I'm just saying from my perspective.
But it's because people have said it about me. So we were going over why people were saying that about me. It's because people have said it about me that connotation is with me. You know what I'm saying? Is Jazz hasn't had anybody come out and say, yo, I wrote Jazz bars.
Right.
That would be a difference. You get what I'm saying?
So okay. So what about when he said it with when he kind of threw KCJ in there again? Because he did come out. He had about 4 or 5 women.
He did. KCJ, Yoshi. The Yoshi situation was because of QP. But he had the thing is I think he had evidence for Yoshi from what I remember. I don't remember there being any evidence for Casey, so it kind of just people talked about it because it just sticks on women. It just has to be an allegation to stick on women. That's what I was trying to say. The allegation alone sticks on women.
Yeah, because it was a big thing when Capo came out and said accused himself of right for hustle, and that was a big thing with him being new and everybody felt like. I mean, I guess it depends on the person. I don't see you as an intimidating person, Bonnie. When I see you, it's always welcoming. It's always cool. It's never no bad energy like, oh, Bonnie feel like she above it. I have never got that from you, but I've been many of places where you have been. So I don't know. And even Miss Hustle got her ways, but I ain't never got outside with Miss Hustle. And it's been like, oh, the vibe been fucked up, and she made me feel aware. She never won, you know what I'm saying, welcome into a point where it was like, oh, I don't fuck with her. So I don't know why people go at, maybe because y'all are the biggest. I think this comes with the biggest battle rappers.
That and negativity is a better storyline. It's not a good storyline to be positive. So let's get into the last allegation because this is where I had to take accountability. Okay. After the last allegation. Those times before, it didn't stick as much because I had my own evidence and shit. The last allegation stuck because I got myself in this situation. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this straight out my mouth. Maybe if I say it and not type it, it won't be misinterpreted. So y'all can understand what the fuck I'm saying. I have never in my fucking life had a ghostwriter. Never. At no points or times in my career. I've never ever had a ghostwriter. I don't know if y'all need to look up the definition of that before I continue or whatever, but I'm telling y'all, because this is the first thing people say, Bonnie said she had a ghostwriter. I've never said that, and I've never had one. What I do have is people that have paid me, and some that I've helped, just to help them because they were my friends. I have a group of them. That's what I had at the time. I had people that paid me. I had people that I just was looking out for because they're my peoples and they needed it. They didn't really have as much skill in those areas, but they fired performers or they fired deliverers, whatever. And to me, it was, and this is where it's going to get a little shaky. Because like I said, I understand people don't like it. I understand it's not a positive thing to you guys for people to be writing for people. In any other industry that I do it in, because I write song, I have a songwriting contract with Universal I've had since 2020. I write. I have a book that I published at 14. I'm a writer. I love writing. But at the end of the day, life be lifing sometimes. So in 11 years, I can count the 2 times in my career where life was lifing so bad I couldn't write, even though I'm the perfect writer. Even though I'm the perfect writer. When my grandfather passed away, he was sick at the time. I was trying not to go to the battle. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't do it. And this is where y'all can say what y'all would have did. I don't know. Y'all being in the same situation. You in a battle. You got this battle coming up. I didn't want to disappoint. I'm the fucking headlining battle. I didn't want to back out of it. It wasn't even about the negative talk. I just didn't want to disappoint the event. I was just getting headliners, and my grandfather's in the hospital. Now, he wanted me to go. He wanted me to do it. That's the last thing he said to me is, go do what you have to do. I'll be here when you get back. And he was not fucking there when I got back. This is the shit I had on my mind at the time. So my 3rd round in Lex Benko, life was kicking the shit out of me. I couldn't write a fucking word. All I was thinking about is my grandfather. And if I even wanted to do it or not. And would he make it past the battle? I hit up my group at the time. I said, yo, I can't write shit. I need some help, y'all. I need to brainstorm some shit. I need to do some shit because this 3rd round is just not coming to me. I can't even get out of my head. That's how I ended up in that situation with Lex Benko. Now, so that specific time is the only time in life since I known him that QP decided to help me. That's the little bit of evidence he tried to use when he was saying he wrote all my battles. But he wasn't able to do so because I had the rough draft of that battle before he even seen it, and it was dated and timed. So before you even was helping me brainstorming, we was coming up with shit together, cool. Y'all don't like that? That's cool. But for me, in my mind at the time, I'm helping niggas a lot. Why can't niggas help me when life is kicking my ass? That's how I was looking at it at the time. So people could put their own morality on that. Would you rather have not gone? Would you rather have whatever? No, would you rather have choked? That's y'all choice. My choice was, let me hit up the people that I fucking help all the time to help me. The last time that happened, I thought I learned my lesson from the first time after that QP shit. I said, I'm not even if that ever happens again, I'm never fucking with nobody in battle rap. So the last situation didn't even happen with somebody that's a top tier or nothing like that. Very low tier, just my friend. I know him from before battle rap. He wanted to come into battle rap. I got him a couple battles on Bloody Knuckles. This is how old it is, Bloody Knuckles. Y'all remember Bloody Knuckles League?
Yeah, I remember Bloody Knuckles.
I got him a couple battles on Bloody Knuckles League. I was helping him out. I ain't gonna lie. Nigga wasn't that good of a rapper, but he wanted to do it. I'm like, come on. I'm doing what I thought was right because I'm also teaching him, okay, this is how you punch. Even though I'm writing it, I'm showing him. Like, this is how you punch. This is the double entendre. Niggas like Motis. This is what I'm showing him. But I'm also writing a lot of this shit because he don't have the skill yet. Whatever. Another time, so this is the last time. This last time wasn't a negative time. There's only 2 times I've had ghostwriting allegations I'm going over. I went over the first one with QP, this is the second one. The second time, it wasn't negative, it was positive. It was A3C. I don't know if y'all know what A3C is. It's a festival in Atlanta.
Yeah, they do the shoot. Yeah, they got the shoot. We be having them little shoot thing. JC and them was on the car. John. I know what you. I'm with you.
It's a huge music festival, huge. But when I say huge, I mean like you can go in one room and see Young Jeezy talking about this. You go in the next room, you see Monica. You go in the next room, you see top producers Mike Will made it. You go in the next room, it's a battle rap. So it's a conference, panel, press. It's a lot in a week of it. So when I tell you I had so many events packed in because I had this is post Wildin' Out. So I was booked up. I was booked up like crazy. And I was getting these opportunities. I had an opportunity to go meet with a top producer and go meet with a top comedian that wanted me in his movie while I was supposed to be preparing for the battle. This was a last minute battle I took at that. So that's why I ended up needing help that time. That's the only 2 times I've ever needed help, swear to God. Just on my baby. And both of them ended up bad. No matter how much I put into niggas, it ended up coming out. So what happened that time is I had the dude that I put in Bloody Knuckles like, yo, I'm gonna need you to help me with this, bro, because I got shit to do. I got some real important shit to do tomorrow. Help me put this little last piece together right here. This nigga, instead of telling me he didn't really have, like, he couldn't really do it, he went online, found some shit he felt like, okay, that's cool, that's good, like, she'll like that, and gave it to me. Instead of telling me, yo, Bond, I can't, I can't do it right now. I'm not coming up with nothing. And maybe it's my fault. I had to think and reflect, like, damn, I always think, what's my accountability in this situation? I'm thinking maybe it's my fault because I expected people to act how I act. And maybe I put too high of an expectation on him. I give you fire, right? So he expected that I expect him to give me fire. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So maybe that was my, a little part of accountability I had to take too. I don't know why the fuck he did that. He could have just told me no. But to be real with you, he could just say, I can't help you. And I would have figured it out. But that's what happened. And that's how I ended up in that situation. So when it came out that shit came from online, I was fucking devastated. Like, what the fuck? Now
I was just going to ask you that. Like, damn, now it looks like how you felt when that shit came.
This is why I had to say something. Because I was like, now it looks like I'm stealing people's bars. That's even worse to me. I can't look like that. Now it looks like I'm stealing. So now I have to say something. And my whole team was like, no, don't say nothing. They told me, people get in these situations and don't say nothing and it passes. But I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that because I don't need nobody thinking I'm a fucking thief. That's crazy.
Damn. Yeah, that shit was all, man.
I was like, I'm going to just go take accountability, bro. Like, come on, what's the worst that could happen? And it's still the worst happened, Cola. I went in there and took accountability. I said, yo, this is what happened. I swear to God, the dude, I helped somebody a lot of times. I asked him for help one time, and the nigga did some crazy shit to me. They read that and said, oh, Bonnie said she had a ghostwriter. I don't even know where the fuck they got that from that paragraph.
Damn.
If anything, I'm saying I'm the ghostwriter, and I'm trying to get some shine back. Anyway, so that's how that situation happened. That's the 2 times that I ended up in that situation. Because people like, oh, why don't you just show all the people you're ready for? Why don't you show this, show that? I'm not turning into no fucking snitch to try to save myself. That's cornball shit. If I have to hold the L because I made a mistake, then cool. But ain't nobody here that don't make mistakes. So I feel like, fuck how people feel about it. I made my mistake. I took accountability. People could feel how they want about it. Niggas wasn't scaring me away from the culture, though. I'm still outside. I was still outside, still doing interviews. You know why? Because I'm me, nigga. I'll battle right now. What you talking about? And it's going to be fire. So what you talking about? Unless I got a fucking earpiece in my ear, I'm CIA or some shit. This me. I take the L, Cola. I'm fine with I took the L on plenty of shit. Some things I should, some things I shouldn't. Like I said, I took the L on OnlyFans. I was all types of porno bitches and degenerates and shit. They not doing that no more. So I'm fine with taking the L. That don't bother me. I'm just not fine with trying to, like, throw people under the bus to make myself look better or nothing like that. Like, y'all wouldn't even have known about math if he ain't tried that slick shit. I would have never said that.
Listen, Bonnie, you ever heard the saying 2 times too many? I'm sorry, man. Like, Bonnie, I love that you real about it, man. Bonnie's is a nice girl, man. Sweetheart, like, you feel me? And I see that you being real about it. You know what I'm saying? You told us 2 times. Lex Banco in the 3rd round and then QP. But both of those times, you could have just said, nah, I'm not going to go and get this bag. Because once you let somebody write for you, it's over. And then this is how I feel. You're saying only 2 times, Bonnie, but I feel like they might not have written for you before, but you was in a group. They might have threw a line to you or, for you to feel that comfortable to say, hey, I need the 3rd round written for me. Like, you got to be on some extra comfortable mode to even ask somebody to write the 3rd round for you. You feel me? You can't say, oh, that's my only 2 times that I asked. Like, it's like, why were you that comfortable, right? Oh, okay, she said she was that comfortable because she has helped them before. I don't know, Bonnie. I don't know. I'll just like leave that alone, you know what I'm saying? But I do agree with you when it comes down to the stigma of females getting the shitty end of the stick. I was around during the whole ghostwriting allegations for a lot of the stuff, and I seen QP say he wrote for the whole group that he was in, and those were full of guys, and they went crazy about the Yoshi shit. So it was like already, you know what I'm saying, they already wasn't keeping the same energy when it came down to the men. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely agree with Bonnie when it comes down to ghostwriting allegations are somewhat worse for females, but I do feel like Bonnie suffers from the Drake symptom. Like, Drake rooting for mad people, right? And then it comes out he has got written for. You know what I'm saying? Still to this day, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Jumbotron joint that Yachty wrote for him on his last album, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, but people take that joint like, yeah, it's Drake, you know what I'm saying? And he has like a little hyphen over his legacy a little bit just because of it. But I feel like they don't take it as crazy as Nicki Minaj when Safari came out and said, yo, I wrote for Nicki. And they was like, yeah, we knew. It had to be a guy helping her. There had to be a guy helping her. And the whole time he was lying. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? He might have threw her a little, like, say, Like, you know what I'm saying? He might have said, not no really, like, really wrote some shit. But let's be real, man. Like, this happens in the community a lot. Bonnie was spitting some stuff, man. Spitting some gems, man. She said 50. She went 50 and 2. 50 times no written for 2 times. That means she might have been, like, on some, like, yo, that's crazy. Also, Math Hoffa. That was nasty work. I ain't gonna hold you. And the boss situation, the boss, realistically, respectfully, mamas, don't listen. I know the boss. I've seen how you was rolling in these spaces. Don't act like I wasn't uploading these spaces. You was right under Verb's wing, bro. You was doing your thing, talking your talk. Verb really put you in the light a little bit. Yo, the boss, listen, man, like, the way that you and Verb parted ways, it didn't seem right in front of the fans. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, everybody was paying attention to the spaces, you next to Verb, and then when the STL beef started happening, you switched over to Hitman's side, and it's like, it could be one way where you're like, you know, I get it, like, Verb was acting crazy, like, yo, if you over there, you over there, you know what I'm saying? It was getting a little heated, but you kind of chose loyalty, you know what I'm saying, with Hitman over Verb. And I feel like a lot of fans was looking at you a little way, but also people can be hating on you too, because they probably see you next to, you know, powerful people in battle rap, and they probably want to be next to them, so they're like, yo, like, screw the boss, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be real with you. Bonnie had a point. If she was in the spaces with you and y'all had the conversation about all of that ghostwriting stuff, right? Don't wait until she leave the spaces to then bring up her faults. When she's in the spaces, you could have told her right there to her face and to her ear. And I just think a lot of y'all are a little shady when it comes down to social media. And I think that's what Bonnie was just calling out. It's like, listen, like, you're a part of this culture. You hosting battles. You doing a bunch of stuff. Like, let's be respectful and tell me how you feel to my face. And I don't think nothing is wrong with that. I don't think that needed, you know, any type of, like, extra drama. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, you know, you understand from that aspect, but put at the bottom how y'all feel about the boss is like Jazz the rapper in a parallel universe, like that parallel universe that Danny be talking about. Like, the boss is literally like Jazz the rapper in the parallel universe, bro. Like, realistically, I ain't gonna hold you. But yo, like, it's crazy, man. Bonnie, I'm gonna be real, man. Good luck. I didn't even really think that, like, she kind of reminded me of some shit, because I didn't even really put that as a hyphen over Bonnie's name, really, when it came down to the writing, you know what I mean? Like, Yoshi, I feel like, got most of the heat when it came down to the writing gate. But, yeah, man, put at the bottom how y'all feel about everything, man. Like, this spaces went up.